Hi guys, it's Sarah Phelan. I was going to come on earlier to share my throwback for Thursday, but I got running around. I went and actually picked up some really cute water bottles for a couple of my team members, and yeah, so supper and everything else with the kid, and a new dog, and a crazy cat. So here I am finally getting on, and I'm going to do it because I said I would. So this is my throwback Thursday. I'm going to talk about the way I've changed in the last, well, since I was 27. I'm now 34. So I'm going to show you something. This is it today. I was thinking about how much I've changed actually in the last few years, and mind, body, spirit kind of thing, but how much it shows and kind of how I've gotten there. There's a lot more to it than just a simple little video, obviously, but just the amazing things that happen when you decide to pull yourself up. I'm going to show you this picture. I'll post it later so it's easier to see. But this is a picture I put together today because you think of it and you see this picture that was posted or taken of my best friend and I at her baby shower. This was about 7-8 months maybe after I realized that I had depression. I didn't really realize it at that time. I just thought that I was sick after I had a baby. I just thought I was tired and I was run down and I didn't understand what was going on. I thought that I could fix it by going back to Nova Scotia, and yeah, I knew something was wrong. I was unhappy, but I didn't really know what it was. But you can see it. Like, if you can see the color of my skin, you can see it in my eyes, you can see it. I look horrible. I'm 27 years old and I look like I'm like 40 in that picture. Then I go to 30. This is my 30th birthday. Not horrible, but just definitely my eyes. Like, you can see it. Like, I am not happy. I'm out for my birthday. And I'm happy because I'm with my friends, but there's something missing. Like, there's been something missing. And then now at 34, I am way better. Like, I've pulled myself out of depression in the last 6-7 years. I've been good for 2 years. I never used any medication. I'm not saying that people don't have to use medication, but I'm just saying that there's a way out. And it really was trying when I was depressed. Like those photos, the first one of the three, I was in a really deep pit and I didn't realize what was going on. And it kind of scares me to think that if I hadn't realized I was depressed and I hadn't actually come to terms with it and tried to pull myself out, like, what would have happened and how far I would have went. Because I didn't have any negative thoughts on my family, and I really didn't have any negative thoughts on myself, but I thought I was going to die because I was so sick. I had a headache every day. I had a migraine every day that was just pounding. I went to the clinic, like Wolfville Clinic, like, I think they thought I was nuts because I went there every day thinking that my head was going to just explode because I had such a massive headache. My blood pressure was crazy. My blood pressure has been crazy until I actually was in, I think was this May, I actually went in an ambulance because my blood pressure was so high when I was driving home from work that I was scared I wasn't going to make it into my door with my son in the car. So my friend had to call the ambulance and my blood pressure was up to like 200 and I was calm. I was just driving home. I was fine. So depression does some crazy things to you, and unless you kind of become aware of it, it is scary of what it will lead you down, whether it's negative thoughts about yourself, negative thoughts about other people, just your health, your physical appearance. And it's okay to say that you are depressed. I don't really like the word depressed because it labels you, but it's okay to say that you're not okay, that you need help, and that you need something. And I've come around a lot in the last 2 years. I've been aware that I was depressed and trying to do whatever I can to get out of it. But these last 2 years have been huge for me because I have overcome it, and I know what I need to do to stay focused. There's days that I have hard times. This last week, it was silly because we had family here and it was great, but it was out of my routine, and taking me out of my own routine threw me right off, and I had a good cry in the shower and over nothing. over the fact that I was out of my own routine. It was like I was a spoiled brat. And then I got mad at myself because I was acting like I was a spoiled brat. But it's a part of your mind that kind of plays tricks on you. And you need to know that it's there and what's going on. I've have people in my life that deal with depression right now, and I can see it. And there's only so much I can do to help them. I try. I'm there for them. I'm aware of what's going on. So if anything ever happened, I could help them as much as I could. But the biggest thing with depression, and going back to after I had my son and like starting to fall into my depression, my husband noticed it. And he actually talked to the doctor about it. And I said at that time that I wasn't depressed. And that's the biggest mistake that most people make, is because they don't become aware, and they won't come to terms with the fact that they are depressed. It's not a bad thing. Like, there's so many people that are dealing with depression or mental illness or just negative thoughts. And a lot of it is because I think that we have this idea in our heads that we're supposed to be perfect, and that we're supposed to have this mold that we're supposed to fit in. And it's not true. It's a lie, and it's what we see every day on TV, on social media, on magazine covers, in high school, and it all stems from crazy little nitpicking, and it's scary. My depression was nothing against my son. It was nothing against anybody around me. I honestly believe that I was not a good mother. I'm OCD a little bit, and a little bit picky when it comes to things. I have my way, my routines, and I never realized how bad it was until I had my son, because it threw my life upside down. And here I was trying to be the perfect mom. I didn't breastfeed, so I did bottle feeding. So I had to get up in the morning and sterilize bottles and shake bottles and make formula, and had everything just so like perfect. And if one thing didn't go as planned, if I couldn't get in a shower, if I couldn't do whatever, if I couldn't make a supper or something, I thought it was horrible. I was like, why can all these people do it? Like, I've watched women walk out of the hospital the next day after having their kids and like bending down and just hustling, and I'm like, why can't I do this? But we're not all the same. And it took me a long time to realize that I was okay being the mom that I was, and that I didn't have to be a perfect mom, but at the same time, I am a perfect mom. I'm a perfect mom to my son. I'm a perfect mom because of who I am. And it's hard to come to terms with the fact that we don't always have to be the same as everyone else. And that we do have something other than what everyone wants. Like, what everyone wants is not the same. And we need to come out of our own shell and realize that we're okay. And if there's something wrong, you have to kind of just take a step back and do what you need to do. We moved. I had my son, and we moved all the way. My husband quit his job. He had a really good job. He quit his job. And we moved all the way back to Nova Scotia. I still didn't realize I was depressed. I thought I was just going to fix it by being with my family, and that was what was wrong. And it almost made it worse, because everything that I was trying to be perfect about, I was doubling it, because here I was trying to be perfect in front of everybody, and it was a really bad time in my life. But the reason why I stress about it is because there's so many people out there that are going through depression and going through negative feelings every single day, and I hear them. I look at conversations on Facebook. I'm an observer, a big observer, and I think that's what kind of led me to the path that I'm on now. But I see people every day like slamming people, and they don't even mean to, but it's just negative posts or negative comments, and I watch these comments, and I'm like, I don't think people realize like how negative they are, or how easy it is to change it and just say something positive. We're not saying anything at all. Like, it's like when somebody posts something, we have to return a comment that's negative. And it's hard. It's hard because we don't know what someone else is dealing with inside, and what they have to put up with every day. And then we throw something else on top of their plate. It could be something little, but it's scary. It's scary to think of how negative we can be. I promote Beachbody, and this is not supposed to be about Beachbody. This is about my throwback, because how much I've come from 27 to 34. Instead of Like, you think I would feel older, but I feel younger now, and it's crazy. But I know since I became a part of my Beachbody family, my team, it's helped me because they're women that all have their own struggles in their life, and they've actually showing what they have in their life, and they come together and they brought me in as a part of their family, and they accept me for who I am, and they love me for who I am, and they introduced me to Shakeology. And I don't want this to be about Shakeology, I want this to be about me, but I know that Shakeology has done a lot for me. It's like my daily dose of medicine. It's not medicine, but it's all natural ingredients, and it gives me a boost. It gives me energy. It gives me a feel-good feeling. My skin feels good. My skin looks healthy. My hair feels good. I've got regular bowel movements, which I know it sounds gross, but it's just all a part of feeling good about yourself and healthy living and knowing that it's okay, that you're good, that things are all right. But yeah, that's basically what my ramble was about tonight, because I wanted to do Throwback Thursday. Everyone does Throwback Thursdays, and I usually don't think about it. And today, I was like, I'm going to do a Throwback Thursday. I love seeing people's throwbacks. I really do. I love when people show, like, their posts, and it's like the throwback day or whatever. And it's so fun to look back. But when I look back at mine, it really scared me. I'm glad it's changed, but it scared me because at 27, I look like I was 40. Like, my eyes are, like, not, it doesn't even look like I'm there. Like, I'm so out of it. And today, now, it's like, I know, I've got it. And if I don't got it, I know what I gotta do about it. So, yeah, I want to see throwbacks. If anybody wants to put a throwback, or tell me their story, or needs assistance, whatever it might be, put it on the page. I put a post up there, and I love to see some people's throwbacks. And yeah, I'll give it some Shakeology if anyone wants to try it, that wants to throw their throwback on there. So yeah, put it on the page. If you need anything, give me a message. See you later.